Imagine you wake up one day and everything has changed. Not the world around you, but you. Something quiet inside you is rising, and it's saying it's time to stop delaying, time to stop second guessing, time to finally start. And once that shift happens, the question isn't, should I? It's, how do I begin? I'm Sia, and in this video, we'll look at 6 shifts which will help you begin, help you to move forward step by step at your own pace. Because change doesn't need to be dramatic. It just needs to begin, starting today. Speed is essential. Don't wait too long. So when you hear that quiet voice inside saying it's time, it really is time. Because if you don't act on that feeling, you'll lose it. That moment of readiness will fade, and you'll be back at the starting block. You've all probably experienced this before. You have an idea, a goal, something you truly wanted to do. You gather information, you write down your plan, and then life happens. The days pass, the feeling lessens, your inspiration flags, and that incredible thing you wanted to do, it becomes just another item on your to-do list till it vanishes. What I've learned is this: you don't need a perfect plan. You just need a starting point. You need to take action, even something small. Sign up for the free trial. Outline your idea. Write down the next move. It doesn't have to be the right move. It just has to be a real one. Because that one move turns intention into motion, and motion is what creates change. So when you hear that voice inside you saying start, listen and begin. Never reverse a decision because of fear. Once you've made the decision to do something, fear often shows up. It might be quiet at first, a feeling or a subtle doubt. Then it becomes louder. Your thoughts go wild. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What will people think? You need to ignore those doubts. Everyone doing something new feels this at some point. Even the boldest, the bravest, the most successful people already out there have heard these voices. They're voices of doom, I call them. And the truth is, you might not be ready to run a marathon, to launch a business, or master Cantonese. But if you never begin, you'll never become the person who does. No one starts with perfection. They start small, they make mistakes, they shift, they change directions, they start over, until they catch a glimpse of what's possible. And that glimpse, it keeps them going until they hit their stride, in that magical moment where everything clicks. That's what you'll feel as you move ahead. And that feeling makes it all worth it. And when it comes to other people's opinions, careful who you share your dreams with. The people who mock or dismiss you, they're not your people. Because anyone who's ever started something new knows how hard it is to begin. And they won't laugh at your first steps. They'll remember their own and silently cheer you on. So when fear whispers that you're not enough, answer it with action and keep going. Discipline over inspiration every time. Today over tomorrow. Now that you've started, you need to continue on your path. And some days, that's the hardest part. You'll feel tired, distracted. The last thing you want to do is write that page, go for that run, or work on your project. But those are the days that matter the most. Because if you wait for motivation, you'll always be waiting. The key isn't feeling inspired. It's showing up anyway. Even if it's just 5 minutes, even if all you do is turn on your computer and write one line. If that's all you do, you've already won. You've chosen momentum over resistance, discipline over delay. And that's what creates transformation. The quiet, repeated decision to keep going. Airbnb's founders started with renting out air mattresses in their apartment. Amazon sold books before it became the store of everything. They didn't know what came next until they took the first step, because every step opens a door, and the only way to find the next one is to go through that door. You need to be open to the journey. Transformation doesn't follow a script. You can plan all you like, but life will add its own twists and turns. You'll meet people you didn't expect to meet, challenges you never imagined, and you'll discover parts of yourself you didn't know existed. That's part of the magic. Life isn't just a checklist or a 90-day plan. It's a journey. And like any real journey, it won't be linear. Think of the hero in a fairy tale. They set off with one goal, but the path is full of surprises and dangers, monsters to face, fires to walk through, but also strange fruits to discover, maybe even a golden apple. That's what this is. You've started, you're on your path, and every step is part of the transformation. The destination is just part of that. So look around you as you go. Stay curious. Let life surprise you. There's more waiting for you than you ever imagined. You also need to learn from others. You're not doing this alone. Transformation sometimes can feel solitary, but it's not. Others have done this before you. Others are doing it right now, and others will follow after you. So learn from them. Talk to people. Read biographies. Watch how others move through the world. You don't have to figure everything out on your own. If 10 people tried to climb one hill and never made it, maybe it's time to ask, is that even the right hill? Or is there another way? Over it, under it, or around it? You won't find those answers unless you're paying attention, unless you're open to life. And that means letting go. Letting go of the idea that you already know everything. The smartest people keep learning. They read, they observe, they stay curious. I love those end of the year reading lists. People share the books they read or the music that shaped their year. It's like a map of their mind. And sometimes it points to something I didn't even know existed or needed. Remember, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to start noticing how it turns. Silence the voices of doubt. Every now and then a voice will pop up in your head. Why are you doing this? Why do you think you'll succeed? It always sounds reasonable. But that voice, it's not telling you the truth. It's not even real. It's just fear in disguise. You don't have to argue with it. You don't even have to listen. Take a deep breath, recenter, and remind yourself you've already started your transformation. You took the first step. You're moving. And that means you're already further than most. So when doubt gets loud, quiet it with action. Say your affirmations. Sit quietly until the voice disappears. Then take the next step, no matter how small. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to keep going. And if you ever forget how far you've come, look back. Not to question yourself, but to remember you didn't stop. So you started this video with a quiet shift. Something inside you said, it's time. Not someday, not when things feel perfect. Now, today, before it's too late. And that's why you clicked on this video. And we've seen real change doesn't fall out of the sky. It comes from steady shifts, small actions in your daily life, from taking small steps, showing up, even when you don't want to. 6 shifts, each one simple, each one a reminder that you're already on your way. Because the moment you decided to transform your life, you already began. So let me know in the comments which one of these shifts spoke to you. And if you'd like more content like this, subscribe and hit the like button. And if you want to know how not to ruin your life, click on the video in the top right-hand corner. It will show you exactly how to avoid doing just that. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.